Hello, shalom, or shalom, to all the Israelites out here and scattered abroad. I like to give thanks and glory and honor to the Most High, Yahweh, and to His Son, Yahweh Shai. I just want to drop a few lines, let you know that we are approaching the 400-year prophecy, or the 400 years that we've been being here in America, which is August 19th or August 20th, August 21st, right in that range, 16, 19, August 21st, 19, 20, 21st. So many things that we have going on. People, they want to say that prophecy in Genesis 15 is that, and then some people said it's not. The prophecy in Genesis 15, we know for a fact it couldn't be talking about Genesis chapter 15, verses 13 and 14. We know for a fact it couldn't have been talking about the Egypt, slavery, because they was not in Egypt 430 years. What that's talking about in the Bible, when you see that 430 years, it's from the time of Abraham, when he entered into the land of Canaan, to the time of Joseph into the land of Egypt, to the time that Moses came out and got the law, was 430 years. But from the time that Joseph entered into Egypt, where he was 38 years old. So they was not in slavery the whole time that they was in Egypt with Joseph. Joseph probably was in slavery for a few years, maybe 3 years. I don't know exact. But from 38 years old Joseph, to the time he died, which was 110 years, maybe about 80 years, they lived glorious. And so you got to understand, Moses' grandfather was there. So Moses was not that far from Joseph. So when Moses was born, or Moshe in the Hebrew tongue, or Moshe, when he was born, they was in slavery because a new Pharaoh came up and didn't know Joseph, Jehoshaphat. So when Moshe rose up, and when they left, Egypt, he was 80 years old. So we have to say they may have been in slavery, our ancestors in Egypt, maybe 100 years at the most. 112, 124, give or take. But they wasn't in slavery no 400 years. There's no way it don't add up. So that Genesis prophecy in Genesis chapter 15, if you don't know that it's Genesis chapter 15, please go look at that prophecy. And it's talking about the 400-year prophecy. It says that Abraham, your seed, shall go and be afflicted in a strange land is not theirs. Well, if you keep reading, it also tell Abraham that he will have land from Egypt all the way across Israel. So the land, that he already knew what Egypt was. But it says his seed would go in affliction in the land that's not theirs. So it couldn't have been talking about Egypt. Well, at this 400, and also it says after the 400-year prophecy, I will judge that nation. So it's not saying after the 400 years that everything's going to happen and we're going to leave and go to our homeland. But it's saying after the 400 years, the judgment would come on that nation of people that took us in slavery. That's what it's saying. Then after that, we should leave here with great substance. That don't mean that we're going to leave here with riches. And if we do, that would be great because, you got the reparation talks is on the table at the White House. But however, we got to understand that we have great substance. So in other words, we can leave a country. We got people that's in Israel, black people, African Americans, I would say, because I want y'all to get this, there are doctors and lawyers, tax, collectors, know how to run a country. So we, even though if we don't get no money from these heathens, Japhet people, or Edomites, we're going to leave here with great substance regardless, because we have got great knowledge and we are built up. The Thomas and Jefferson Bill of Reparation over 200 years ago says that if we get to the point that we can run a country, we should receive that reparation and be able to leave here. when we was in slavery. So listen, the reparations, of course, I pray and hope that they do pay us for what our ancestors done. But if they allowed us to leave and go to our homeland, which is south of the so-called Jerusalem where they at now, that's not the real Jerusalem. The real Jerusalem is where my brothers are at right now. If you go on YouTube, you will see them, the true Israelites, us. It's right there at Africa. We can go right over the hills into Africa, or go right over the hills into Arabia and Jordan and Africa. It's all the same thing. It's northeast Africa what it is. But what I'm saying, y'all, we're right around the corner for our redemption. And I'm pleading with y'all to read the scriptures, to really understand that you are a true Israelite, African Americans. If you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, and you read the whole chapter entirely, you'll see that we failed. Yes, we did. We didn't keep the statute, laws, commandments, and that's why we end up in slavery. If you read Amos chapter 9, verse 7, it lets you know that we are the same color of the Ethiopians. If you read Lamentations 4 and 8, it lets you know that our faces, when it says visions, talking about our faces as black as soot. If you read Revelations 1, 13, 14, 15, it lets you know the Messiah, his feet was burnt in the furnace. It was like brass burnt in the furnace, and his hair was like wool. If you read Daniel 9, it lets you know that the Most High, Yahweh, which y'all call God, says his hair was like wool, like the pure wool. It's so many scriptures in the Bible that describes us down to the T. And then if you got the Apocrypha, the Apocrypha is not no bad book. It's books that go with the Bible. What the Apocrypha do, it explains a lot of the Old Testament in detail. That's why they took it out, because they don't want you to know that. This is the word of the Most High Yah for the people of Yah. In the name of Yahweh Shah, praise ye Yah from Kadah. Shalom, shalom. Peace.